Alright, hello YouTube, the Agent 92 here, bringing you guys a deck profile on a deck I've been testing recently. It's a deck that everybody's been saying is dead, this format, and if you haven't read by the title already, it's a Bujin deck profile. I don't know, this deck, I'm just taking a lot of liking to this deck, and I'm enjoying it a lot, and the deck's really not dead. It's still very consistent, still very strong. And now that Super Poly went to 1, this deck has no problem with playing against Shaddolls as much. So yeah, let's get right into it. First up, we play our triple Bujin Yamato. He's standard, he's your go-to guy. As long as you have a Yamato on board sitting for a couple turns, you can generate enough pluses and whatnot. So he's really strong. We play one Bujin Mikazuchi. Mikazuchi is a good card. He's also very nice because he replaces your Yamato. Or any other Beast Warrior Bujin. He just replaces a card that dies. So he's very good in that aspect. And not to mention, he is very strong in combination with Yamato, because if you get a search off Yamato, you get to add another card, a Spell Trap. Bujin card, so it's not bad for that. Then we play two Bujin Harume. Harume is very good. Harume is a very, very nice card. It's a free special summon. You just banish Bujin in your grave. And it does some cool stuff. If it's destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the grave, both players discard a card. So yeah. And then one Arasuda. Arasuda combos very nicely with Harume. Arasuda is a very good card. I see a lot of people cut this card and not even play it. That's very bad. Because Arasuda is very strong. Essentially, you could drop a Harume and drop an Arasuda and haven't even conducted a normal summon that turn. So, in combination, they're both very strong theory cards. And then we play two Crane. Didn't feel the need for the third. Yes, Crane is a very, very good card, but not this format, I feel. At 2, it's a very strong card. Considering the fact that if you have the third, your opponent just ends up reading your play anyway. So they're not going to attack in you because they know you have the Crane. They're going to work around your monster. If that makes sense for you guys. Then we play our two Bujingi Hair. Hair is very good. It's a solid protector card. We play one Bujingi Quillin. Quillin's a good one of. It's just there to pop a free face-up card. So, and it removes problematic cards at times. Then we play two Bujingi Turtle. Standard protect card. Protects you from cards that target and stuff like that. Then we play one Tech Peacock. A lot of people don't play this card. Let me explain this card if you guys don't know what Peacock does. During your main phase 2, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, add a Bujin monster from your deck to your hand. You cannot activate cards or effects the turn you activate this effect, except Bujin cards. You can only use the effect of Bujin Peacock once per turn. Oh man, this card is so good. 1800 body. If you have to summon it, it's not even bad. It has a good stat. But you send it to the graveyard, you get a free plus. That's it. And then it's very good in combination with Harume. I really like this card because of the combination factor with Harume. If you have Harume in hand, you could essentially send this card to add Arasuda, and then drop your 2, and then make it free Exceeds. So it's really, really good. But they did put a restriction on it that you had to do this during main phase 2. That way they knew you didn't overpower with the plus. So it's a little slow, but it's really good. Then we play one Honest because it's Honest. It's a light themed deck. Honest is free. One Tech Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. He's really good. He bounces back your Tenkies. He is very good because he makes it accessible to rank 4s very quickly. And yeah, so I like that card a lot. And you can also send him to the grave off of Bujin Yamato's effect, so it's really, really good. I just wanted to make sure that was, yeah. And then one bear. Bear is good because he gets your Tenkis, grabs your Tenkis, and gets your searches. So yeah, and then onto the spells, you play triple Tenki because we can play triple Tenki. If we're able to play triple Tenki, then why not? So yeah. I play double Bujin Carnation. I tested this card at 3. I did not like it at 3. It was too cloggy. I would get it first turn, and essentially you don't want this card first turn. Because you have nothing set up yet. And your grave is just setting up, and you don't have anything banished yet, so this card at 3, I didn't like it. And plus, now that you have the 5 factor and you start with 5 cards, opening 1 to 2 of these in your opening hand is not okay. So double is good, and double gets what you need. So yeah, that's my reasoning on that. The 2 Kaiser Coliseum, because Kaiser Coliseum is a very good lockout card. This deck is very nice because it has the control aspect. It's very control stunny, and I like that about this deck. So yeah, and then we play 2 Duality because you don't special summon quite like every turn. So Duality gets you where you need to go, adds consistency to your deck, and does all those cool things for you. 2 Forbidden Lance because Forbidden Lance makes sure Bujin Yamato lives, or your Susanoo, or any big seas monster, or just monster that you want to survive in general from Deep Prison or stuff like that. Then we play double MST because MST is still a very good card in the main board. I see a lot of people cutting this card this format. I highly disagree with that mentality. But, you know, people play the way they want, right? So I hope you guys agree with me on this. And then we play 1 Soul Charge, because Soul Charge is a very strong card. You can rip 4, rip however many, do all kinds of cool stuff, set up a Susanoo, Tsukuyomi, whatever you want on board. All kinds of cool stuff with Soul Charge. It's a good one of. And then we play for the last spell 1 Book of Moon because it's Book of Moon. It's a very strong spell card and always will be throughout every format as long as it's around. For the traps, this is where it gets quite interesting. I love the trap lineup. We play 1 Bujin Regalia of the Sword. This adds back any banished or 1 from grave back to your hand. It's a very good card. It's a nice one of. Then we play, for the more control, we play 2 Vanities, Emptiness, and main board. That's why it's so good, because Vanities is in main board alongside with Kaiser Coliseum. So it really shuts down your opponent and really makes it tough for your opponent to really even try to make a play. So yeah. Then we play 2 Deep Prison because it's Deep Prison. It's one of the best, if not the best, removal card, monster removal card of the format. So yeah. And then for the 1-ofs, we play 1 Warning, 1 Torrential, 1 Mirror Force, and 1 Bottomless Trap Hole because it's obvious. So yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. Go on to the extra.